we were discussing was a TCA cycle, right?
Yes, sir.
How many steps did we discuss?
3 steps, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, Nana, other names of TCA cycle? Krebs cycle, also called
Citric acid cycle.
citric acid cycle, also called
Organic acid cycle.
organic acid cycle. And even this can as well be called amphibolic pathway. How it is, I'll tell you. Of course, entire respiration can be called amphibolic pathway. So reaction 1 we have seen already was 2 molecules of acetyl coenzyme A. Each with how many carbons? 2 carbons, so 6 carbons from here. 2 molecules of oxaloacetic acid, each is 4 carbons, so 8 carbons, gave rise to 2 molecules of citric acid. How many carbon is this, Nana? 6 carbons, so 12 carbons. 8 from here, 4 from there. What was the enzyme here called? Citrate synthetase. What else are added here? 2 molecules, so 2 water molecules also added. But what is removed in this step? 2 coenzyme A molecule that were added in this step before, that is link step. Then reaction 2 was dehydration. Water removed 2 molecules. You got cis aconitic acid. What was reaction 3, Nana? Hydration. Removed water is added. So what you got here? Isocitric acid. Up till this, I think we have done.
Yes.
Right? 2 molecules, remember, Nana, at every point. And each is 6 carbon still. What was the enzyme of both the reactions? Cis-aconitase. In fact, these two together also considered as iso. Kadanana. So reaction number 4 onwards, every alternate is going to be oxidation. 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th going to be oxidations. So this we take it as now oxidation 1. During that time, isocitric acid 2 molecules are oxidized into 2 molecules of oxalosuccinic acid. Two, still 6 carbon only, Nana. So 12 carbons. When this has undergone oxidation, the hydrogens removed from here are added to whom? 2 molecules of NAD plus undergo reduction into 2 molecules of NADH plus H plus. Yes, beta. Wherever oxidation, what should be enzyme name I told you yesterday? Dehydrogenase. Same thing we have seen for one in glycolysis and one in link step also, dehydrogenase. So here 4 oxidations going to be by dehydrogenase only. At the most you can add substrate name, isocitric dehydrogenase. You call the enzyme here. Or simply dehydrogenase. Then fifth is decarboxylation 1 of this pathway. This is oxidation 1 of TCA cycle, Nana. If the question of which oxidation in the entire aerobic respiration means, we take it as oxidation 3, because oxidation 1 of aerobic glycolysis, oxidation 2 of aerobic link step, oxidation 3 of aerobic is first step of the TCA cycle. First oxidation of TCA cycle. So fifth is decarboxylation. Guess and tell me what's going to happen here. What does decarboxylation mean, Nana? Removal of carbon dioxide. Simply. So 2 molecules of oxalosuccinic acid become 2 molecules of alpha ketoglutarate acid. This is 5 carbon compound. So 10 carbons are with it. 12 was carbons here. 10 is carbons here. Means 2 carbons removed as CO2. Wherever decarboxylation, what is enzyme name supposed to be? Guess and tell me, Nana.
Dehydrogenase.
Carboxylase.
Decarboxylase, simple. Removal of CO2, decarboxylation. Addition of CO2, carboxylation. Like removal of phosphate, dephosphorylation. Addition of phosphate, phosphorylation. So enzyme is decarboxylase. To that you add substrate name, oxalosuccinic decarboxylase. Now, when I say alpha ketoglutarate acid, should remind you 2 things, Nana. So write that point separately, Nana. Alpha ketoglutarate acid. Did you come across anywhere, Nana? In mineral nutrition, nitrogen metabolism.
Transamination.
Reductive amynation it was undergoing, Nana. When it is added with amino group, it becomes amino acid. It is raw material for amino acid. So alpha ketoglutarate acid can be withdrawn from here. Can be withdrawn and used in amino acid formation. If it is amino acid formation, it is used then for protein synthesis. That's how the intermediate of respiration are significant in anabolism also. One specialty for alpha ketoglutarate acid of Krebs cycle. Another specialty, Nana. This is the only 5 carbon compound of the entire TCA cycle. Only 5 carbon compound of TCA cycle. Reason is all that before it were 6 carbon. All that after this going to be 4 carbon.
4 carbon.
Yes, better. Because immediate next step also is decarboxylation. So we call them successive decarboxylations. That was how it was mentioned in the textbook also. But that time, along with decarboxylation, it will also undergo oxidation. What is supposed to be 6th reaction, as I told you already? 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th.
Oxidation.
Oxidations. So alpha ketoglutarate acid, remember 2 things. It can be raw material for amino acid formation by reductive amination. It gives us glutamic acid. and that was source of amino group to form other amino acids, then this is the only 5-carbon compound of TCA cycle. So next is 6th reaction is oxidation to simultaneous decarboxylation to you can in fact together call it as oxidative decarboxylation also. Same like link step, Nana. Ditto. 2 molecules of pyruvic acid losing 2 carbons as CO2. So 2 carbons removed as CO2 here also. Then also was causing reduction of 2 molecules of NAD, like in the link step, into NADH plus H plus. Also like in link step, coenzyme A, 2 molecules used. That is reason why you are going to get.
Sir, can you move the camera a little?
Yeah, sure. No, right side. Yes, better.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you get 2 molecules of succinyl coenzyme A. It is ditto like link step. Tell me, Nana, what should be enzyme name? Dehydrogenase complex. It is a complex of 3 enzymes actually: decarboxylase, dehydrogenase, and also trans-acetylase that was causing CoA condensation. It is ditto like that of link step. So we write the enzyme here as dehydrogenase complex. Other places we simply were writing it as dehydrogenase. Is the enzyme name. This is 2 carbon compound, 2 molecules with 8 carbons ultimately. So 2 successive decarboxylations. And in fact, textbook outlines, no, these 2 together shown as 1. This is shown as 1 separate. Then 7th reaction is substrate level phosphorylation. It is also called cleavage in a way. SLP. During this time, GDP, guanosine diphosphate, added with an inorganic to give GTP. In plants, you directly get ATP, Nana. This is in animal cells. So here, difference of plant and animal cells. This is the case especially in animal cells. Better you make a note. Instead, you get ATP in plant cells. So ADP added with inorganic phosphate. And another thing, the GTP can be taken on par with ATP. How you know? Immediately it undergoes dephosphorylation back to GDP. When it undergoes dephosphorylation back to GDP, the phosphate removed from this will be added to it. During this time, ADP becomes ATP by transphosphorylation, and this is how. So that's why we take GTP as equal to ATP. Two molecules, remember. You get two molecules of succinic acid. How many carbon? 4 carbon. Here onwards, all will be 4 carbon. Succinyl-CoA onwards up to oxaloacetic acid, all are 4 carbon. Citric acid onwards up to oxalosuccinic, all are 6. Sorry, all are 6 carbon. So alpha ketoglutaric acid is only 5 carbon compound of the entire pathway. Possible question for this weekend test. So wherever ATP formed, guess and tell me, Nana, what is enzyme supposed to be?
Kinase.
Yes.
Kinase.
It is called succinyl thiokinase added with substrate name.
Succinic.
Yes. Succinyl thiokinase. Kinase is important here. Guess and tell me, 8th reaction, what is it supposed to be?
Oxidation.
Oxidation.
Yes. Number?
8.
3.
In TCA cycle, this should be
Third
oxidation.
oxidation. Third. Sir.
3. Reaction 4th, oxidation 1. Reaction 6th, oxidation 2. Reaction 8th, oxidation 3. Reaction 10th, oxidation 4. And this oxidation has got some specialty, Nana. When this is oxidized into 2 molecules of fumaric acid, hydrogens removed from this are added to FAD instead of NAD. That is the specialty of this oxidation. So you get 2 molecules of FADH2. This has got a specialty that way. So FADH2 you are getting along with fumaric acid, F and F. You can remember that way also. What should be enzyme name? Guess and tell me, Nana.
Dehydrogenase.
Yes, succinic dehydrogenase. Let it go. Succinic dehydrogenase. And a specialty for this enzyme, Nana. this enzyme of TCA cycle is not freely present in the mitochondrial matrix. All the remaining are freely present in the mitochondrial matrix. This is mitochondrion, for example, you take. All enzymes were there here only. But this enzyme is present in the inner membrane of mitochondrion, embedded there. That is its specialty. So succinic dehydrogenase, the only enzyme of TCA cycle, which is not freely present in the matrix, but fixed in the inner membrane, but carries out the reaction. So write that point separately now. Succinic dehydrogenase. If you remembered, it was example of competitive inhibitor in enzymes chapter of biomolecules. Can you recollect? The competitive inhibitor for this was malonic acid. If that enters the site of this enzyme, then succinic acid won't convert into that. Such inhibitors are used in disease control. Could you recollect, Nana? So, two specialties you should make a note of succinic dehydrogenase. The only enzyme of TCA cycle. Make this point separately. Not freely present in the matrix. Very important on this point. It is seen embedded in inner membrane of mitochondrion. So important about this enzyme. And you can make a third point because related to that. Competitive inhibitor for this enzyme. Competitive inhibitor is malonate, which is structurally similar to succinic acid. So if malonate enters the site of this enzyme, then it can't carry out this reaction. So succinic dehydrogenase, 3 points. Alpha ketoglutaric acid, 2 points related to this to be remembered. Only 5 carbon compound of TCA cycle, alpha ketoglutaric acid. Then alpha ketoglutaric acid can be withdrawn from here to form amino acid, that is for protein synthesis. Then succinic dehydrogenase, the only enzyme of TCA cycle which is not freely present in the matrix. It is there in the inner membrane but carries out this reaction facing the matrix side. Then ninth reaction is last but one, hydration. Water added, water removed, water added, again water added. So 2 water molecules added. So you get 2 molecules of malic acid, which can as well be called malate. 2, each with 4 carbons, 8. Here also 4 carbon, 8 carbons total. I think I can rub off this part, no, Nana? Wrote all of you, no? So special for succinic dehydrogenase, special for alpha ketoglutaric acid. Very important to remember. There were two SLPs in glycolysis. There is one SLP in TCA-cycline. Enzyme here is fumarase. Easy to remember, I think. Fumaric to malic acid is by fumarase. Seen an out of 10 reactions, 4 were dehydrogenases, 2 aconitase, so 4 plus 2, 6 gone, 1 kinase, 7 gone, 1 fumarase, 8 gone, 1 citrate synthetase, 9 gone, and 1 decarboxylase, 10 gone, finished. So that's how we can remember the reactions and enzymes names. Guess and tell me now, what 10th reaction supposed to be?
Oxidation.
Number
4.
yes. Oxidation 4 of TCA cycle. So here going to be 2 more because 2 molecules are substrate. 2 more NAD plus reduced into 2 NADH plus H plus. Tell me what should be enzyme name?
Malic dehydrogenase.
Finish. This was example under first class of enzymes, oxidoreductases. So literally it is removing hydrogens from here, add it to NAD. So dehydrogenase, malate dehydrogenase.
Sir, could you please move the portal link to the left?
Oh yeah. Yes, Nana, because the cycle
Move the camera back, sir.
that is better, I think. Cycle is big, no? That is the problem.
Yes, sir.
Is back again. Letters become small. Another danger. So total 10 biochemical reactions. The substrates which were undergoing 2 successive decarboxylations were 1 oxalosuccinic acid followed by alpha ketoglutarate acid. There can be concept oriented questions like the products of 2 successive decarboxylations are 1 alpha ketoglutarate acid, 2 succinyl CoA. The substrates of 2 successive decarboxylations, 1 oxalosuccinic acid, 2 alpha ketoglutarate acid. There can also be a question like a molecule which is product of decarboxylation also undergoes decarboxylation. What is it, Nana?
Alpha ketoglutarate acid.
Perfect. It should be that. the product of decarboxylation and it undergoes decarboxylation. That's the reason why before that all were 6 carbon, after this all are 4 carbon. That is the only 5 carbon intermediate. It is very important even for IPE Nana board exam 8 marker possible. Glycolysis, Krebs cycle, every possibility of 8 marker. Through TCA cycle, for one glucose, tell me Nana, how many NADH you got and altogether?
So 3.
I said one glucose, that's where you should be careful. Means 2 turns together we should count. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So can you
2
repeat?
turns together. When I say glucose, 2 turns. When I say 1 pyruvic acid, 1 turn only. Or when I say 1 acetyl-CoA, 1 turn only. But when I say 1 glucose, 2 turns. Because for 1 glucose we have 2 pyruvic acids. That way, 2 acetyl-CoA molecules. So for 1 glucose, the yield. How many carbons released out as CO2, Nana?
6 CO2.
From TCA cycle.
4.
4. Here 2. Here also 2. How many FADH2?
4.
6.
How many GTPs?
2.
Which are on par with ATPs. If it is plants, directly ATP. If it is animals, first GTP, then ATP.
So what does GTP stand for?
Guanosine triphosphate, Nana. Like ATP is adenosine triphosphate.
Got it.
That is also a nucleotide. For 1 glucose by TCA cycle, that is important. By TCA. Okay. So the final step of aerobic respiration, that is electron transport system, which is associated with oxidative phosphorylation. So the 4th step of aerobic respiration. What was it in short called? And oxidative phosphorylation. Linked to that, you are going to see this. What is phosphorylation, Nana? Addition of phosphate is phosphorylation, that is to ADP, to form ATP. So this part is actually addition of phosphate to ADP to form ATP. So it is literally going to be ADP plus inorganic phosphate. During oxidation, in fact, it is involving oxidation reduction reactions. In presence of O2. This is in presence of O2, Nana. And as of now, you didn't come across as to where exactly oxygen is used. We said from glucose to this, we were talking it is aerobic respiration which uses oxygen. But you didn't come across till now where oxygen used. Oxygen is used at the end of this process actually. Last step, terminal step. But without that, all these cannot go on. See the link. During oxidation in presence of O2. So O2 used in terminal step, last step. Now, if I say phosphorylation in presence of light, what do you call? Tell me, Nana. Photophosphorylation, that is related to photosynthesis process. So photophosphorylation is during photosynthesis. Oxidative phosphorylation is during respiration. Photophosphorylation in presence of sunlight. Oxidative phosphorylation in presence of O2. That is the thing involved. So you are literally going to notice here using electrons of NADH plus H plus and FADH2. The ATP's formation takes place. Literally, energy of NADH plus H plus and FADH2 transferred into ATP, Nana. And where from the energy came into NADH and FADH2? From glucose, from the substrate. So, energy of glucose, the so-called substrate, is first passed on to NADH plus H plus and FADH2. in the form of redox equivalents when removed. And the same energy of NaDH2, that is NaDH plus H plus, and FADH2 is transferred to ATPs. While forming water molecules by the use of oxygen. This is what is going to happen in electron transport system. Guess and tell me, where does it occur? It occurs in the cristae region. That was part of inner membrane, actually, of mitochondria. Confused na bottom line? Yeah, think. That's what you are going to see during electron transport chain, electron transport system, ETS, associated with oxidative phosphorylation. So in a mitochondria, literally what happens, I'll show you now. Can I rub off this part, Nana? This part only.
Sir, don't rub the using electrons points.
Yeah. Mitochondrion, outer membrane, inner membrane. What are the invaginations of inner membrane called, Nana?
Crystal.
They're like cristae. And what do you see on cristae or in the cristae region? Stalked elementary particles. Could you recollect, Nana? Oxysomes, we call them. 10 to the power of 4 to 10 to the power of 5, their number is. Like this. What we see literally here is when NaDH plus H plus and FADH2 are oxidized into FAD, NAD. The electrons released from here enter the chain, Nana. When they are passing through different carriers of electrons here, will be seen accumulation of protons here. So this is going to be proton reservoir. What exactly is this? Can you tell me, Nana? What is that space?
Matrix.
No. Be careful.
Intermembranes.
Perimitochondrial space or intermembrane space. or perimitochondrial space. You know it. Whereas this was matrix, in which you have seen link step, TCA cycle occurred and formed NADH2 and FADH2. Their electrons passing through electron carriers first will accumulate protons, Nana, in the intermembrane space. These protons on their way back through protons carrier, every 3 protons. First they were taken from matrix into intermembrane space with the help of electrons. On their way back, you see here ATP formation. By combining ADP with inorganic phosphate. That is with the help of oxysomes. That's what you are going to see in electron transport. So which part of mitochondria is going to be reservoir of ATPs, Nana? Matrix. Which part is protons reservoir? Intermembrane space. If it is the chloroplast, if you remembered, lumen of thylakoids was protons reservoir. There also, those protons help in ATP formation. Here also same thing happens. So, electrons used up first to accumulate protons in the intermembrane space. So, protons concentration gradient is established. So, there should be more here, less here. And when they are moving down their gradient, energy released used for ATP formation. That's what you are going to notice in electron transport system. So with the help of various electron carriers, which include cytochrome, while talking about iron, you are saying part of electron carriers like cytochromes. With the help of electrons of NADH and FADH2. First, protons are accumulated here. On their way back, ATP's formation takes place. So, formation of ATPs is on matrix side. So electron transport chain, which involves different carriers, complexes, mobile carriers. Is it okay to rub up this point? So the electron carriers of crystal region, inner membrane, electron carriers of inner membrane in the crystal region especially. include 1. 5 complexes, sorry, 4 complexes which are fixed in the membrane. They are called, that is, complex 1, 2, 3, and 4. Details we see when we discuss the process. Then also 2 mobile carriers. 4 complexes which are fixed in the inner membrane. 2 are mobile carriers. That is ubiquinone and cytochrome C. Have you come across cytochrome C anywhere, Nana? Cytochrome C oxidase, copper containing, when you are telling there, here you are going to see. That causes oxidation of cytochrome C. So 2 mobile carriers there, 4 complexes there. And complex 5 is exclusive proton channeling component. So which is only for proton channeling. Protons transporter. Causing channeling of protons and forming ATPs. Is complex 5, which has nothing to do with electron transport. It causes only protons transporter. That forms ATPs, which is called complex 5, otherwise called ATP synthase. It is called so because it is associated with ATP synthesis. In photosynthesis also you are going to come across one such that will be called ATP synthetase. Just name change. So that T is there means it is that of photosynthesis. T not there means that of respiration, you can remember. So protons translocator, transporter and forming ATP is complex 5, which is otherwise ATP synthase. So how are these associated with that process? To be seen in detail better in the tomorrow's class. Yeah, it's 11:40. Shall we stop here, Nana, for today? Better, no? So what is this organelle, Nana? So those who have finished can leave now.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.